Hello guys, and welcome to another MK Mobile character review, today featuring MK11 Nightwolf. As usual guys, please note the date when this video has been recorded because a lot of things may have changed since then. And if you're not familiar with the matrix I'm using in order to evaluate characters, you can find it on the top right corner of the screen. So without any further ado, let's put Nightwolf to the test. MK11 Nightwolf guys was released on the 8th of October 2021, and ever since then he was never in a soul pack. Basically that's 6 months as of the date that I'm recording this video. Anyways, let's take a look at his stats. His attack is 52,164, which ranks the 13th highest in MK Mobile. The hit points, they are 103,680, the 11th highest in the game. The toughness is 52,920, which is the 8th highest in Mortal Kombat Mobile. And the recovery is high, again 52,920, the 9th highest in the game. The power generation is 110%. So for his stats, MK11 Nightwolf is going to get the decent 21.9 out of 28 possible points. Special one of Nightwolf guys is called Lightning Arrow, and it is quite awesome, by the way. It is the bread and butter of the character, if we have to agree that his passive revolves around his special one. Anyways, you can choose between 3 animals that can assist you: Kibo the wolf, Como the bear, and Hana the eagle. If you choose the wolf, special attack 1 will apply shield break. If you choose the bear, special attack 1 will apply cripple. If you choose the eagle, special attack 1 will apply power drain. 3 of the best debuffs in the game, if not the 3 best debuffs in MK Mobile. If we have to get about further details on Nightwolf Special 1, you need to know that it is completely blockable, it can be cast from distance, it is lethal, it consists of 4 mini hits, and it has the single tap rectangle as mini game. And one last thing, Special 1 of Nightwolf will always follow smoothly after the combo ender with his hatchet when he swings it horizontally, not the one with the vertical hit, the one with the horizontal hit, if I can describe it in that way. When it comes to damage, the minimum damage of the ability is 22,894, which is the 23rd highest in the game, and the maximum damage is 45,789, which is the 17th highest in the game. Not really the highest stats, but as long as you choose the wolf and you have the shield break on the enemy, that won't be a problem. Once again, Special 1 of Nightwolf can be completely block the enemy. It has 3 debuffs, from them you can choose which one to use: cripple, power drain, or shield break. It can be cast from distance, it is lethal, it consists of 4 mini hits, and it has a single tap rectangle as mini game. It is good to mention that Nightwolf will get 1 extra points for his debuff section, because after all, you can choose between 3 of the best debuffs in the game, so he deserves something extra there. And with this extra point, he's going to score 11.6 out of 13 possible points for his Special 1. Special 2 of MK11 Nightwolf guys is called Ancestral Light, and here it is what you need to know about it. First thing first, unlike his Special 1, this ability is completely unblockable, and it has slow as debuff, no further debuffs as his Special 1. Unfortunately, Special 2 of Nightwolf cannot be cast from distance since it's grapple, so if you try to do it after his combo enders, it will most certainly fail. It is lethal, it consists of 3 mini hits, and it has the multi-tap circle as mini game. When it comes to the damage, the minimum damage of the ability is 45,789, the 50th highest in the game, and the maximum damage is 91,578, the 48th highest in the game. The low damage is kind of expected because after all, the special attack is a grapple. Once again, Special 2 of Nightwolf is absolutely unblockable, it has slow as debuff, it cannot be cast from distance, it is lethal, it consists of 3 mini hits, and it has the multi-tap circle as mini game. So for his Special 2, MK11 Nightwolf is going to get 11.9 out of 19 possible points. The fatal blow of MK11 Nightwolf guys is called Spirit Hunter. It comes straight from MK11 and it is quite awesome to watch. What you need to know about it is first that it cannot be cast from distance, so you have to be careful. You need to be next to the opponent before you do Nightwolf's X-ray or fatal blow, call it whatever way you want. And also another good thing, actually the only good thing about this X-ray, apart from the way it looks, is that it has mass team fire as the buff. When it comes to damage, the damage of the ability is 139,657, the 24th highest in the game. Once again, this fatal blow cannot be cast from distance and it has fire as debuff. So for his third special attack, MK11 Nightwolf is going to get 1.6 out of 4 possible points, and the total amount of points he gets for his special attacks adds up to 25.1 out of 36 possible. Alright guys, when it comes to MK11 Nightwolf basic attacks, here is what I have to say. I wasn't impressed with them, but at the same time I wasn't terribly disappointed. I mean, his basic attacks are just about average, nothing special. He doesn't push opponents away if they're blocking, which basically means that in the majority of cases you must give him a block breaking gear, but that's fine considering that his rare piece actually has block breaking chance, so that's pretty cool. All in all, I wouldn't say that he's a terrible fighter, I wouldn't say that he's a terrible puncher. Once again, he is average almost everywhere. The only thing that is really good about his basic attacks is that the combo with the hatchet, when he swings the hatchet, basically sets the stage for following special one, and the enemy will never block it. More or less that's the best thing about his basic attacks, so nothing else to add here. He's going to get 7 out of 10 possible points. Alright guys, let's talk about Nightwolf passive. It is quite unique, by the way. It is called Matoka Right, and here it is what it does. I quote: "Before the batch starts," and when he tags in, by the way, Nightwolf summons a specific spirit of an animal, which, by the way, empowers him in specific ways. And the 3 different animals are Kiba the Wolf, a special attack 1 applies shield break. Nightwolf gets 20% basic attack damage stack every time he successfully performs any special attack. Como the Bear, special attack 1 applies cripple. Nightwolf has 20% chance to reflect basic attack and special attack damage back to the opponent. Hana the Eagle, special attack 1 applies power drain. The power Nightwolf active opponent is gaining in the battle is reduced by 30%. Also, the MK11 teammates get some bonuses. From the Wolf Spirit, 30% damage boost. From the Bear Spirit, 40% max health boost. And from the Eagle Spirit, 20% power generation boost. And here we have to mention that he also gets those boosts as well. So if you choose the Wolf Spirit, Nightwolf is going to get 30% damage boost. If you select the Bear Spirit, he's going to get 40% max health boost, and so on and so on. So the question here is this passive a good one? And the answer is yeah, it is a pretty solid passive. For one thing, if you want to play Nightwolf as your main damage dealer, of course you have to go for the Wolf. It is, in my opinion, out of the 3, the best possible solution if you want to turn Nightwolf into a great damage dealer, into a main fighter. You're increasing his damage, you have shield break, which is one of the best debuffs in the game, and on top of that you get stacks of basic attack damage boost, so pretty cool. If you want to support, you can still choose either the Wolf or the Bear or the Eagle, depending on what you want to achieve. If you're fighting bosses, I reckon Wolf and Eagle Spirit are better. If you're facing opponents in faction wars, I reckon Bear Spirit is better. And of course you have to keep in mind that the 40% max health boost is only applied based on your regular health. So if you have equipped, let's say, 3 items for health, the 40% max health boost is not going to be calculated based on your total health, including the bonuses you get from these 3 items. It's going to be calculated based on your regular health. That's a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is. So basically, very versatile support, really cool. The only thing that I haven't tested in depth is when it comes to his Kiba the Wolf Spirit. I wanted to check what is the maximum basic attack damage boost. I did 4 special ones, and basically my basic attack damage boost increased by about 73%, so I can definitely tell that that thing works. It is another story of what is the maximum stack. Is it is it limited? I don't know. But in how many fights you'll be doing more than 5 or 6 special ones, right? And the moment you have already 4 stacks on this Keyboard the Wolf Spirit thing, your basic attacks are incredibly powerful, especially if you have critical hits. So yeah, I would reckon 2 or 3, 4 special ones is more than enough. The only thing that I haven't tested in Nightwolf is against bosses. What happens if I do, let's say, 20 special ones? Is he going to be killing them with 1 hit? I don't know. Please let me know in the comments. Please test it, guys. Alright, to wrap it up, this is a really solid passive. However, there's something missing, something small that just, I don't know, that just bugs me, so I cannot give it the full amount of 20 points. So I will give MK11 Nightwolf's passive 19 out of 20 possible points. He is just an Elder God, so he gets 1 point for classes and 0 points for tagging attack. Alright guys, it is time to decide whether MK11 Nightwolf is a good character. So as usual, let's take a look at the bigger picture. He has decent stats, not the greatest but definitely not the worst. His special one rocks. It has 3 of the best debuffs in the game. His special 2 is okay, the only problem is that it will miss from distance, so you have to keep that in mind. The fatal blow is cool. His passive is very useful, very versatile passive. Unfortunately, he's not a dual class character or a nomad. A lot of people are saying that Nightwolf should be a nomad, but it is what it is. He's just an Elder God. So yeah, basically Nightwolf is a good support, an okay fighter, basically with his specific item from the tower, the Elder Wind Tower. He's pretty strong, I'm not going to lie. Though he doesn't rank in even top 10 best fighters in the game, he can do the job, but he isn't the best. When it comes to supports though, definitely I reckon he's in top 5 best MK11 supports. Depending on situation, if you require some additional, some extra power generation, there you go, you have Nightwolf to assist. If you require more damage, Nightwolf is there. If you want more health in survival mode, Nightwolf is there. So definitely very versatile support. When it comes to my particular specific opinion on him, I don't like this guy. Reason being, you know, do you remember when I tried to unlock him? For those of you who don't remember, he was the only character that was released for $20 chance, 20% chance in $20 pack. So on average you had to spend $100 to get him, and to my horror I spent about $250 for one single copy of this character. You know, this particular part of the video, I don't give the points based on how good the character is, I give the points based on how much the character appeals to me. So I don't really connect Nightwolf with something really positive in my mind, so I'll be giving him just 1 out of my 3 subjective points. So with this extra point, Nightwolf is going to score 75 points sharp, and we can label him as a great character. On our current rankings, he's 36 together with Classic Smoke and Ronin Kenshi, just above Strike 4 Cassie and just below Dark Empress Kitana, or Srukov Shadow Kitana. So the final verdict for Nightwolf is going to be a great character. Alright guys, it is time to take a look at what you think about MK11 Nightwolf. By the way, if you want to take part into future videos, if you want to vote for the next characters I'm going to review, you can join our Discord server. You can find the link in the description of this video. With that said, we have all-time high record of people who voted for Nightwolf. 343 people voted with an average score of 7.78. The biggest majority of you voted with an 8, 134 people, and there were 3 people who voted with 2. It is what it is. Probably for them Nightwolf is a 2. I don't know why, but these are the facts. So, once again, 343 votes, final score 7.78 or 77.8. Now, if we have to compare it with the Matrix, we have almost the same result. Basically, guys, you gave Nightwolf 77.8 and the Matrix gave him 75. Quite honestly, both, according to you in the Matrix, he's a great character, and I kind of agree. I believe he's somewhere between 7.5 and 8. Really solid character, but I don't think he belongs in top 5 or top 10 or even top 20 best characters in the game. They're much better characters. However, I have to agree that he's one of the most versatile supports for an MK11 team. So every time when you miss something, doing health for instance, if you miss power generation to do for instance a stun loop, if you're missing damage, you know, to destroy enemies faster, you can rely on Nightwolf, even at Fusion 0, and that's really great. By the way, on your current standings, guys, he is just above Classic Noob and just below the Dark Fate Terminator. Once again, the final score for Nightwolf according to you is 77.8, according to the Matrix 75, so definitely we can agree that Nightwolf is a great character. Alright guys, it is time to decide whether MK11 Nightwolf should be your opener. The answer to this question is pretty simple. If he is your support, he must be your opener, because you need to make sure that you give the bonus right in the beginning of the match. If he is not your support, then no, it is not really 100% required for him to be the opener, even though he can still do that. After all, his special one is really good. It has a very good synergy with the Devastator. So yeah, he can be a good, decent opener, even if he's not supporting your team. When it comes to the characters that counter him, the usual suspects: Assassin Jade, MK11 Jade, Classic Lucane. Reason being, he cannot really use his special attacks, and after all, he relies on his special one. And from time to time his special 2. If he cannot cast really special attacks, he can still be decent but not that great. And the characters that he counters, I mean, he can be good against anybody. What I noticed though is every time when I play Classic Rain and I was facing boss MK11 Nightwolf, you could feel that the power generation is not the same. So I kind of believe that he slightly counters Classic Rain in the sense that Rain cannot get to the power that he's used to get, and now he has to work harder to get there, if you get what I mean. Alright guys, we got to the items. Of course, Nightwolf has Brutality set, so it would be wise to use his Brutality set every time when you play Nightwolf. If you have this set, I have to be honest, if you have this set maxed out, he becomes a really amazing fighter. But after all, this is applicable to almost all characters. Look at Classic Jax, for instance. Before his basically Brutality set was released, a lot of people just hate him. They said that he was trash, but after his Brutality set was released, he is now a pretty decent character, and if his Brutality set is maxed out, he is a god. So definitely we can say the same for Nightwolf. Apart from his Tower Brutality set, I reckon that his piece, the Tribal Headband, is really good, so definitely you should make sure that you have this piece. Also, he requires, so in case you don't have this piece, of course, he requires Block Breaker. That's really important on him. And the rest is up to you guys. Quite honestly, every time when I play Nightwolf, I use him either to support. If he's supporting, the equipment really doesn't matter. If he doesn't support, then definitely he requires something to break block, also to reduce the power cost of special attacks, presumably special 1, and everything that works good for critical damage or critical chance will be good on him. Basically, that's it. And last but not least, let's take a look at the teams. MK11 Nightwolf, guys, must be in a MK11 team. I know that you are surprised, but this is the case. He is one of the most versatile supports for an MK11 team, so basically he works pretty good almost everywhere. He's extremely useful though if you want to build a team that MK11 team that is based on putting the enemy into stun loop. For instance, MK11 Fujin can do that and Nightwolf can help him. MK11 Sub-Zero can do that and Nightwolf can help him by choosing the power generation boost once the game starts. So yeah, he can be useful in many teams. Unfortunately, he's just an Elder God, so you have to put him either in an Elder God team or in an MK11 team in order to take advantage of his passive. Alright guys, MK11 Nightwolf, what do you think of him? Do you like him? Do you dislike him? Please let me know in the comments. Once again, he scored 75 points sharp and we labeled him as a great character. As usual guys, if you want to see more reviews, you can find the playlist on the top right corner of the screen. See you next time guys, take care.
This gives me strength. Impressive.
Perfect.